What's up, guys? Current time 11:01 p.m. Not a.m. You heard me right, my friends. And you're like, Chris, what happened to the rest of the day? It's 11:01 p.m. and where you been all day? That is a good question. I'm going to answer that right now. Now remember, I took Natalie to the airport this morning. Now this morning was very early. She got me roused out of bed about 7:15 a.m. out of a dead sleep. I was like, I didn't even know what way was up, what way was down. I was like, goodness gracious, I was in a sleep deprivation tank and I was just enjoying some deep sleep. A little bit of dream movement, rhythmatics of the eyeballs. Anyway, I was in the dream state, my friends. Anywho, got up, took her to the airport, came back, crashed out. Didn't film any of that because, again, I was very tired this morning. But that is okay. 11:02 p.m. right now. We were gonna do a full-blown Q&A today for dumpster diving, but we decided to go ahead and start vlogging anyway. The reason why is because I've been doing the edit on the vlog. Now, sometimes it is very difficult on Sunday nights because I am up so late at night to get back after diving, then edit, and then go to bed, especially with waking up early with taking Natalie to the airport. So last few Sundays I've been putting off editing at night before bed and doing it when I get up in the morning. Unfortunate part about that is that Sunday's vlog is always up pretty much. I think everyone's in bed already on Monday night before it goes live, so you kind of get a double up on Tuesday. When you get up, there's one, and then the afternoon there's the other. So anyway, guys, we're looking absolutely fantastic, but I wanted to do something fun tonight anyway. Now the missus is not here, it's bachelor time, but we do have a lot of work to do. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go hunting for a little bit. I do have to pay my car payment. I do have to go to the bank, so I'm gonna run a couple errands. It's just an excuse to get out and go. So I found a credit union branch that is located right next to a GameStop. Never been there before, and there's also a Staples in that area. So I love hunting new territories. Reason being is it's uncharted territory. Sometimes when you hunt the same locations over and over again, kind of becomes repetition, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, is there stuff? No stuff. Security, no security. Sometimes it's kind of fun to kind of switch it up a little bit, guys. So anyway, then we're probably gonna come back. We are gonna be tackling a little bit of this action right here, finishing up some of those reviews. Again, when the missus is not here, I didn't even go to the gym today, but that's all right, guys. We're doing a couple pull-ups here. We are gonna get into some unboxing today as well. Anyway, less talking, more going. Let's get going, put some shoes on, and get out. Stop one, gas station, pee, clean the windshield. Let's go. Stop number two, ATM. For money, for my car payment. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep the lights off for just a second here because unfortunately, I think he was actually beelining it down a different direction than I'm headed, but I definitely don't wanna creep on him, especially behind GameStop. I'm trying to find my credit union, which it's right there, and bummer, man. All right, guys, so update for you. The officer that I saw pull in, he's actually inside the credit union where I need to go. It's 11:56 and I needed to pay my car payment sooner than midnight, but that's okay. We'll make it happen. All right, sorry guys, I'm leaving the lights off for safety reasons for myself, but unfortunately I'm in the parking lot above GameStop and above where I need to make my car payment. And unfortunately, what I was trying to say was that the officer I saw pull in the same parking lot as I needed to go to, he unfortunately went to the area where I need to pay my car payment. He probably either has an account there or some banks do have a very small branch for their police department. Okay, it looks like the officer has left the premises, so we're gonna go over here, do what we need to do with our car payment, and then we're gonna go behind GameStop. Next up, guys, there's a Pier 1 Imports and a GNC right next to me here, and the cans are right over there if you can see that. There is a weird looking truck over there, and again, I don't know if the officer is anywhere in the parking lot still. Forgive the lights, guys, I just don't wanna draw attention to myself, especially with him being here about a couple minutes ago. Again, totally legal to do this, guys, but I'd rather not deal with anything tonight. I just kind of want to duck in, duck out, and you just don't want to mess with it, guys. So, you know, you scale in quietly, you scale out quietly. If you make a mess, you clean it up, or if there's a mess, you clean it up, put it back in. Let's make sure we're clean dumpster divers. I thought I heard some noise, guys. You do have to be careful. There's a guy in all black right here. He might be a diver, or he actually might be an interesting character. I am in a ritzy area still, so I'm not too concerned about safety around here. You always got to be careful of where you're diving, especially late at night. Like, guys, I know I'm talking a lot, but I just drove by the outside of the premises, and this GameStop's across the street from the actual police station. The actual police station. So you want to be quick on the draw. All right, I'm going behind Target right now, and uh-oh. Hopefully that is not an officer. Hey, hopefully that wasn't. We're going to the GameStop, which I know where it's at. And there's also a Hobby Lobby, but unfortunately the Hobby Lobby has a compactor. I actually was looking on Google Maps before I decided to come over here. So that is something that I'm gonna do. There are a few cameras back here. There's the compactor for whatchamacallit. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up right over her. And I'm gonna see if there is anything in this set can here. Then we're gonna go to that can set over there, see which one GameStop is. Well guys, I think I'm at the right cans. This thing right here says Battlefield Titanium Fall FIFA, but unfortunately the cans are pretty much empty. I don't see anything worth grabbing out and taking a look here. Yeah, doesn't look like it, guys. Unfortunately, Taco Bell trash. Actually, I think that one is GameStop right there. Yeah, I think that's a gift card right there. I don't see any games or game cases in that one. And then this doesn't look like there's anything in there either. So that's a bummer, guys. Guys, that is a really nice set of cans though, considering the fact, and you could actually park up front and there's actually a walkway back to the back. There are a lot of cameras around here, but again, I mean, if you're not thieving or anything like that, you know, you have nothing to worry about, guys. I don't know if, I'm just gonna go in this one just in case here again. I'm pretty sure Hobby Lobby has compactors, but let's go check this out. All right, guys, there's a Staples right across the street, right next to this Costco. The only problem though, guys, is that it's literally the only thing out here. There's nothing else here. There are a couple cars in the parking lot, which is a good thing. I could look like a night worker or something like that, but I mean, if there's anybody here or security, they're definitely gonna know. So anyway, I'm gonna go a little quick here, and oh, actually there's a back street right over here. Perfect. That's actually a little bit more convenient to get in and out of. So the trash can is right over here. So we're gonna just pull up real quick, go take a quick little look. All right, guys, score. Brother Inc. and also an opened 932 XL, but it's actually still legit, about probably 99% left. So that's 1 and 2 right there. We got some other little boxes here, but nothing much. So we're gonna go ahead and poke around this just for a little bit here. Again, we're hanging right out in the open, so we do need to be a little bit chill. And we definitely wanna check for the ink, guys, because the ink is what sells. That's the high-end stuff, is the ink. What's up, guys? All right, a ton of Xerox cartridge. Don't know exactly. They look brand new. There's literally like 6 or 7 in here. I'm gonna grab these, put these in the car real fast. These could be upwards of 40 to 50 per one. That's a lot of money, guys. All right, let's load them up. All right, guys, stop 3, the United States Postal Service, to ship out some software that I found a long time ago. And actually, I've actually held on to that for quite a while, then put all my auctions on eBay. Man, it was probably easily 4 months after I found it. No, maybe not that long. Maybe 2 to 3 months after I found it. Finally put up the haul. Now, that was the night, if you guys remember watching the vlogs, oh goodness, that was a while ago. If you remember a very black and blue thumb, that is the same night I smashed my thumb in my car door. I was actually coming back from a chauffeur run, and meaning that I was transporting people. And then what I was doing was I was actually coming back from a transportation run, and I went to Office Depot and I found a grip of software, guys. I'm talking anti-virus, all sorts of stuff, guys. And again, I'm just now finally shipping out the last remaining bits, but most of it has sold, and sold for high dollars, guys. So that was a great haul. All the keys were actually in the boxes, so that was absolutely fantastic. So that's what I just shipped right now and made a little bit of cheese. But guys, I'm gonna do my research on these toners back there, guys. I found more from what was on footage, and if I'm crossing my fingers, each one is gonna pocket me, including shipping with eBay fees. I'm hoping to score at least about 30 off of each one, and that would be a really, really nice day. All right, we got one more stop. We're not gonna push our luck too much. We got one more stop at Vitamin Shop. And note to self that Mondays are actually really nice over there at Office Depot. That's the final go-to before Trash Day. Trash Day's Tuesday. What's up, guys? Home now, 1:49 a.m. Let's go ahead and see what I just heated up right here. The missus is away and Christopher will play with that bad boy right there. That, my friends, is probably a solid pound of meat. We're gonna mow that action. We're gonna put a little organic hummus right on the top of that bad boy. Get that nutrition, get that protein in the books. I feel strong though. You know what, guys? I complain about the regular gym, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a kickboxer now, you know, but the regular gym does beef you up real nice, fills your muscles up, and then of course you mow this with some organic hummus, put that right on top, put a little action in the spoon, the fork, and just shovel that up in your face, and you're gonna grow. You're gonna get the striations, my friends, the striations. And that's fibers in the muscle that are just popping big, you know what I'm saying? All right, so what we're looking at here is we're looking at probably gonna finish up the movie I didn't finish last night. We got an edit to do. We're still gonna check out some unboxing here. Don't you worry about that. Hopefully we'll get to all of them. If not, maybe I'll give you a sneak peek of one of them because we do need to get that in the books. But we got a lot of footage tonight, which was awesome, guys. A lot of nice action, a little bit of goodies, all that fun stuff. Now it's time to get back to work. All right, guys, looking good. 3:28 a.m. current time. Let's go ahead and get into some unboxing real quick before we finish up the evening, because I am going to be slipping into bed pretty soon, either editing after this or I'm going to edit in the morning, get that up for you guys in the afternoon. But let's go ahead and go through 1, 2, 3, 4 real quick like. All right, first up, and guys, very wasteful on packaging, but to each their own. We have this little small thing inside that big box. All right, guys, number one is going to be, probably looks like to me, we have some, got it. Okay, we have some big drone batteries, and these are gonna be a 2-pack, it looks like, and I'm pretty sure that these guys are gonna go for, well, that's gonna be for a big drone that I unfortunately don't think I have that big of a drone. The company sent them out, and I think these are meant for a bigger drone, which either means I gotta get the bigger drone or I gotta modify these for my drones, but these seem pretty heavy, so anywho, we'll try to test these out for sure. All right, next up, guys, is going to be, all right, very nice, goes, oh, okay, I see what this is. Very cool, very cool. Let's go ahead and open this guy on up and take a little look-see here. This is gonna be an espresso pot, and what this does is I've actually used this in Brazil before at my mother-in-law's house, and so they give you a couple cleaning tools, all that fun stuff there, guys. But what happens is you put the coffee in the base here. So you put the coffee in the little filter here, you add water down in here, and this is kind of like a European type of a thing here. You screw that guy on there, you push this, you put this directly onto your stovetop gas, or electric, I guess, and then what happens is the water comes up through the spout and then pours over with the coffee and all that fun stuff. I'll have to show you guys that more a little bit later. I'm not sure what happened to the little, there should be a pin here, it seems like. Anyway, guys, that looks pretty high quality except for that top lid where there should be a small pin holding that lid on, but we'll look in the package a little bit later. All right, guys, let's see next what's up with the DHL. This was directly sent straight from China, and I believe I already know what this is, so let's go ahead, cut on into it here, rip this guy open, and see what we got. All right, that is a big brick of tape. I think China does that because they don't want customs messing up their products when they ship them, so again, I'm not really sure what's going on with this. I gotta be careful because I know what these are. They are headphones, but, oh, you know what? They might have packaged it like this, guys, because these aren't even on the market. Man, I keep running out of memory. I'm gonna have to fix that and get another memory card. Anyway, back in it now, guys, so let's go ahead and take a little peek-see here. What I was talking about was this is a little bit different of a product packaging here because this is like a Kickstarter campaign that they're doing for these set of earphones here. So one is gonna be the 3D, and I guess what their whole theory is behind this is they want them to sound like Bose and Sures, but they want it to be a cheaper price. So they don't want that like times 10 over what you should pay for it. Kind of like that one company that's coming out with the drones that's trying to compete with DJI. They want to come out with a 4K drone for like $500, you know what I'm saying? So it's like half the price or more than half the price off. Anyway, these are going to be like 3D noise canceling headphones. And again, we'll be putting those to the test. And then a real cheaper pair, which actually I told them not to send out because I wasn't really interested in reviewing them, but they did anyway, so I'll do a quick review on those as well. This one, I think I'm gonna do a video review. This one, I'll just do a photo review. There's some little directions there, all of that fun stuff, guys. So, I think I have enough earphones and headphones to probably last me into like 2060, maybe even give them to my grandkids. All right, guys, next up is the big bad boy right here, and there might be more than one in here. This is actually pretty heavy, and we are looking forward to this one. Okay, guys, looks like there's two in here, 1 and 2. Okay, what is that? Ah, very nice, guys. We have another color magic changing Bluetooth speaker with built-in microphone, 5 color modes by UPPEL. I think I did, what product did I do for them for this? Oh, it was the floating speaker thing. Anyway, guys, they got a hold of me again. They're like, hey, you want to review our speaker now? And I'm like, cool, whatever, I'm down. Anyway, color changing speaker there, Bluetooth speaker, and then what's this? This is gonna be, what is that? Oh, retractable dog leash. Very cool, guys. This is like a really cool retractable dog leash. And you're like, Chris, I've never seen a dog in your vlogs. That's a great call. But I am going to my grandma's house and my parents' house because my grandma's 95 and lives with my parents. So I'll be going over there taking care of her in about a week or two from now. And they have a dog, which was my dog, but when I moved out years ago, I left Penny with them because our other dog passed away. It was perfect timing. Anyway, they adopted my dog because when I moved out to my bachelor pad, we couldn't really have pets. I was a little unsure of the whole roommate situation, leaving doors open, so I left my dog with my parents. They are taking wonderful care of her. Thank you, Jesus, and thank you, parents, as well. And so that will test on her when I take her for a walk when I'm gonna be vlogging over there with Grandmama. I'm gonna be Grandma's boy for a week. I forgot to tell my wife, she's on a business trip this whole week. We're away from each other. I didn't tell her, well, she already knows about it, but she kind of forgot about it. But we're gonna be gone another week away from each other. Well, they only live about 30 minutes away or so. We're probably gonna meet up for the gym, stuff like that. But anyway, with that, guys, I'm gonna close it off right now because we got a lot of footage and we got a lot more things to do before we do head to bed. So God bless you, God protect you. Remember to Carpe Diem, baby. Live your dream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow because the sun's gonna be shining and it's gonna be all right, my friends. See you then. Later. Ow. I think it's working. Oh boy, I'm hoping to maybe meet a single woman and maybe she become my girl. And maybe we go over to the picture show or maybe go over to the dance and spend some quality time together.